Let's start this over. Hey guys, happy Saturday, abundant day, evening and or afternoon to you and yours. Please keep in mind that everything from this message may or may not resonate with you guys, so only take the parts that do, please and thank you in advance. Leave the parts that don't, okay? This is going to be a message about a premonition that I had. Okay, I've had these premonitions 2 days in a row, okay? I'm seeing this twice in back to back. It's a very important message for somebody, okay? Or this could be about you or your family member, okay? Or someone close to you, someone that you may know, okay? Somebody is not processing grief correctly. I'm not even going to say correctly because none of us are taught how to process grief, okay? I don't feel like there's even a lesson that can be taught on how to process grief. I feel like everybody processes it differently according to what works best for them, okay? And sometimes that's not always the best thing, but you know, we have to allow certain things to play out in everyone's life because you have no control over anyone's life but your own, okay? However, what I've been seeing is this lady, a woman who cannot process something or is not processing it, I guess the way everybody else would like them to process it. They're digging more into like family dirt or something like that. So they're like fighting off the grief, but you know, wanting to pull everybody down this dark rabbit hole in the shadows with them. That's what I'm getting from this message, from what I've been being shown, okay? This lady, she's like stirring up shit, doing a lot of different things. She's unhappy. She's unhappy with her own life, okay? So that's like the number one issue that she's having. And I feel like that was already taking place before this loved one passed over, before this, you know, and so it's like, I don't know if you ever noticed, I know everybody's not going to be able to relate to this, but for those who are able to relate to it, sometimes, you know, that's all it takes is something to push you over the edge to where you begin to realize, you know what I'm saying? That's when people start beginning to have an awakenings, okay? It's like somebody, you ever heard the saying, somebody's been playing in my face the whole time, or somebody's playing in my face, or I've been letting these people play in my face or play on my head or whatever the case may be, meaning people been running game or running circles around you for a period of time, you know, deceit, envious behaviors, destruction, things like that, disloyal individuals, things of that nature. Their characters is what I'm implying on, okay? So it's something like that. Something like that could be taking place, okay? Or could have been taking place and everybody saw it but this individual. But then when this person crossed over, they finally begin to see things or something begins to open up because the veil is so thin. They're able to connect, or their loved one is connecting with them, giving them the information that they need. Okay, so I don't want to dig too deep into it because I feel like that's another message for another day. But that's what I'm getting, okay? So if you guys are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you guys for all your love and support to the Soul Tribe family. Thank you guys for all your likes, your comments. You know, I can't sometimes, you know, stress that enough, but I do try to acknowledge it when I'm being called to. Okay, so I just want to say thank you in advance. And my ancestors, my spirit guides, okay? As well, big thanks to them also for trusting me with the information, the Most High, okay, and my spirit guides, my angels. So let's get into this message, guys, because I don't quite know where we're going with this. I don't quite know where we're going with this, but confirmation. But let's see. Hold on. Okay, so moving forward, we will, I'm going to be pulling from the Led by Spirit deck because I want to see, because I feel like there's some type of spirit that is trying to lead this woman. There could be a spirit that is trying to overtake her as well. I'm also hearing rebellion, okay? She could be rebelling at this time. She could be being called to do something, or this could be a man, okay? Place it where it needs to go. This could be a masculine that is in a feminine energy, okay? Only you would know when it comes down to your, only you would know what's going on, you know what I mean? But this is definitely somebody who is close to you, okay? Or close to your in proximity, okay? This could be a neighbor. This could be somebody that you commune with, or, you know, you guys communicate with, basically. Okay, so only take the parts of this message that resonate and leave the parts that don't. All right, I want to turn the camera so y'all can see what's going on as well. And also keep in mind that I'll never reach out to y'all. Okay, there's only one place to book, and that is on my website. Okay, I will never reach out to you first. Okay, let's go ahead and clear energy. Clear and accurate messages, please and thank you when it comes to this vision, this premonition. Holy Spirit, angels and ancestors, any energy that is not welcome, keep them away, please and thank you. Okay, so all right, let's see. It's almost like this person could be having issues within their life, within their marriage, if they are married, or within their relationships. Okay, there's some type of downfall taking place or did take place when it comes to this person. I don't know what this. Yes, yeah. So something is taking place, like they could have been experiencing a spiral moment in their life already. Okay, something is definitely a yes. We'll see what that is as well. Okay, so there's a grandfather energy that is trying to, this could be this passed over grandfather. Okay, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I know I was telling y'all there was going to be a masculine that passed away. This could be that masculine that passed away. This could be that energy that is resurfacing because it's still fresh. I know it was like maybe like 2 weeks ago when I picked up on that energy. Okay, we got buried spiritual war here. Okay, so there's definitely indication of some type of fight here spiritually. Okay, I don't know if y'all hear those sirens. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. And then we got intuitively guided and knowing fell in reverse, y'all. I can't make this up. Okay? I can't make it up. That's why I was trying to tell you, like, I'm getting, like, I feel like somebody's being guided. So this could be a masculine energy that is trying to guide them from the other side. Okay? This could be somebody who is trying to let them know, like, what's going on, or to let things be. Whatever it is, like, don't bring or dig up dirt, because I feel like somebody's trying to dig up dirt. This person is so angry. This person is so uneasy. Their behavior patterns are becoming worse and worse. Not behavior patterns, but I guess that would be a pattern, because whatever this is, they're gonna try to make it into a pattern. Okay, or you'll finally see that, like, it is a pattern with them when it comes down to pulling people down in the dark with them. Okay, we got something here about a generational curse. Okay, surrounding energy, spiritually fixed food, and Hindu spirit guides, which is giving me like lotus energy. Okay, this is a surrounding energy. Gossip. So gossip, keep secrets to themselves, car accident, and head wash. Wow. Yeah, so like I said, it's a lot of gossip taking place. This woman, it could have been around, or this masculine, however, place of where it needs to go, this could have been around their lives. This person that is experiencing this, that whoever this individual is. Because just because I'm seeing that it's a woman does not mean it's a woman. It could be somebody in feminine energy, or it could be an actual masculine. Okay. Sometimes that's just the way I'm being shown in order for me to be able to understand what's taking, like what I'm actually looking at, you know, whatever is needed to get my attention. I feel like that's how the Most High works, the divine works. Okay, so it is definitely an indication of somebody being reckless. Somebody could be drinking with this car accident. Somebody could be moving too fast. Okay, this individual, okay, they can't keep nothing to themselves. They're it's the need for you to keep your secrets to yourself at this time, and not allow people to know what's going on when it comes to you, because there is some type of gossip surrounding you, or whatnot. Okay, keep your head covered at this time as well. What I mean by that is cover your head. Okay, anoint your head. Okay, we got head wash here. Okay, something could be significant about that, you know, keeping, but it's really on your forehead. If you notice this card, it says head wash, but it is really indicating your forehead. Okay, your third eye, your spiritual eye. Okay, cover your head. And that does not necessarily mean like walk around with a scarf on. That means like anoint your head. You could cover your head without covering your head. You know what I'm saying? You can place the energetic shield around you. You know what I'm saying? Without walking around shielded. You feel what I'm saying? If you know, you know. So it's something about that here for whoever you are. I definitely feel like this very spiritual war, this ancestor saying like leave that shit alone, and this person is not doing that. Okay, what is the yes? What's going on when it comes to yes? Why is yes here? Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, so this could be let's see, clarify. Knight of Pentacles. Wait, yes. What is this? Oh, we terrifying. Okay, so yeah, being guided. I can't make this up. So you could also be being guided as well for whoever you are. You and this individual could be being guided by this masculine energy. Or this masculine energy could be giving you information as well from the other side. Like I said, like I suspected, we have the Knight of Pentacles here with patient. Okay, this talks about being persistent, being defensive as well, but also being protected. You know what I mean? This indicates a hard worker, somebody who may be experiencing like somebody being very ambitious about something. Okay, and then with the Hierophant, you know, this is talking about guidance. This is talking about spiritual guidance. Okay, teachings, knowledge. Okay, receiving the knowledge and information that you need at this time. Okay, or just period in general. This could be for the long haul for most of you guys, for some of you guys. And then we got blessings as well, okay? Some type of blessing. This could also indicate like institutions or job offers, okay? Some of y'all could be working. Maybe somebody works at an institution. Somebody could work at a public place or some type of governmental place. I don't know if this is you or somebody else, or somebody could be getting a new job or a new job offer when it comes down to those surrounding those, that energy. Okay, some type of abundance is flowing towards you, but something is a yes, most definitely. Yeah, I feel like you're being called to have more discipline. Okay, courage. Okay, and then this strength came out with the High Priestess. Somebody has anointing. Somebody is definitely gifted when it comes down to something, and I feel like they have not tapped into it because they're too busy worried about other things at this time for whoever they are. The number 2 could be significant as well, the way these cards keep popping out in twos. Okay, I don't know, somebody could be a twin. You don't have to be a twin, but you could be a twin. That's what I'm getting from here. The number 82 could be significant, or 28. The number 5 could also be significant. Okay, we have this strength card with this High Priestess. This is like a lot. Like, this is just letting me know like you're gonna become more disciplined, or you're gonna need to become more disciplined. You also I'm hearing could be a healer in the family. You are the healer in the family, okay, which is here to heal these generational curses. Okay, I was gonna say that when I saw generational curse, but Spirit is saying definitely adamant about that as well right now, for whoever you are. So yeah, and then we got spiritually buried wars. Like something needs to stay buried, or something does not need to be dug up or continuously keep being dug up again. Okay, we got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. I can't make this shit up. With the 8 of Cups, somebody yeah, it's like something, you have the ability to make something happen or make somebody walk away from something, or this is you actually listening. Okay, maybe this, I'm hearing they're getting this message in time. You're getting this message in time. So maybe I'll name this video, You're Getting This Message in Time. Okay. Yeah. So we got addictions. Well, the Devil card with the buried spiritual war, clarifying this. So this is letting me know. Tell me more about this buried spiritual war. Ooh, that's too many. That's too many. It's like 5 or 6. Buried spiritual war. Tell me about it. Ooh, okay. All right, so yeah, lack of structure. This is somebody who is a dictator, very aggressive, violent, dishonest, powerless. Okay, so somebody does not have the power that they think they have. They're allowing something to overtake their body or their boundaries. And then this devil is here. Clarify this devil with the King of Swords reversed. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Okay, That's the truth. Okay. Somebody's gaining some type of mental clarity about this. I feel like this is you who is gaining this mental clarity. I'm hearing you're the only one that's able to help them snap out of something or something like that. You may not feel like you are, but yeah, it's something about that. This devil talks about fear and lies, okay? Somebody could be fearing something as well. They could be fearing the lack of structure. They could be fearing being powerless or whatnot. But I'm just getting like mental health, more or less, obsession or addiction. This could be taking place or surfacing due to, that could be the way they deal with grief. They could deal with grief differently. And it could be a quiet addiction as well for somebody. And for others, it's just like mental health. Like they're losing their mind is what I'm getting. They could be coming off like they're losing their mind in some way. Okay. Tell me more, please and thank you. What's this intuitively guided and knowing? I just feel like I already know what that is. That's somebody not being connected. Yeah. For some of you guys, this is a mental overload. Like I said, mental health. Mental health. So they have some type of mental overload, and that's the reason why they're having a mental breakdown. That's why this intuitively guided and knowing is in reverse. It's something about somebody not knowing something, not listening to their intuition. They're off. They need to rest. They need to regroup. Okay, they need to retreat. They need to recover from this grief, this loss. But they're being guided, but they're not listening. Okay, and then we have the Six of Swords, which is moving forward, running away from something. And I feel like that's them running away from resting, running away from everything else. What are they doing? They're on the move. They're on the move, okay? Lack of direction is what I'm hearing, but the Chariot is upright, okay? So I feel like they're needing to shift their direction with the Sun. I do feel like this person is gonna overcome this. Oh shoot, here go one. I didn't see that one. Hold on. And we got the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So they too busy on the move trying to backstab people and end people's lives. And yeah. They want some good for. They want this money or something like that too. They could be fighting. So this could be like a fight over money, over finances, over inheritance and things like that. Who gets what, why they should get something, why they shouldn't get something. I'm also hearing like the wives or something like that. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Only you would know. Tell me more. What is this Ten of Swords? Why is this here with the Chariot and Sun? What's the Chariot, Sun, and Ten of Swords? Yeah, the wives. The Queen of Pentacles. The wives. So somebody could have been married to a earth sign. Or this is just like surrounding money, like I said. Surrounding the businesswoman, the homemaker, the nurturer, the healer, okay? It says mature, grounded, feminine, which is, and it says generous. Somebody has some type of high social status as well, okay? So I'm getting like, this could be like a mother and some kids. This could be like the woman of the family, the head of the household, the homemaker, okay? Versus that. Also, I'm getting like somebody could work from home, okay? You don't have to, or somebody could own their own business. Yeah, as I said, that these flipped out. So yeah, somebody could own their own business, possibly a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or something. Tell me more. That's what's coming out, y'all. And then we got the Three of Swords. Yeah, the Three of Wands and Aries came out. So this is definitely like you with the Empress. Wow, the Empress as well. Yeah, something is shifting. Like you're meant to have something. You're meant to rise and overcome the situation. This person, this loved one that crossed over wants you to know that they want you to handle this, but I kind of feel like you are aware of this. You have a knowing. You have your knowing here clearly. with this High Priestess, the Strength card, the Hierophant, you know what I'm saying? You're being guided. You're actually listening. You have this other individual who is not listening, who is limited to their belief system as well. I'm hearing they have a different type of belief system than you, okay? For whoever they are, or they don't have like an open mind, okay? This could also be not just that person, that individual. This could be family members, okay? Of the sort or whatnot. 115 could be significant as far as like somebody's apartment complex, a suite number or something like that could be significant. I'm also getting like 1019. Somebody could be born October 19th or October 6th, or March the 10th. March the 10th, March 19th, March 6th. Or something that's just significant about like, I'm hearing 63. These two, but or 36. Somebody could be 63 or 36. You don't have to be, but that's what I'm getting off these cards. These numbers I'm being shown the way. 1974 or 1967 could also be significant. Okay, let's pull from the ancestor deck and see like what it is that they really want you to know, because this is like the fact that I've seen it twice back to back. I'm being shown, somebody not processing his grief right. Somebody just steady stirring up shit. What does this have to do with anything? Like, what are they aiming at? What is it that they're stirring up? What are they trying to stir up? Okay. We got the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Swords. Wow. So they're trying to do this like while somebody is celebrating, like while you guys are celebrating this death, it's going to be like, or while you're celebrating in memory of, they're stirring up all this shit. It's always like that. It's always like at the homegoing, the aftermath, not the aftermath, but the after ceremony or whatnot. Trying to cause pressure on everybody. Not pressure, but anxiety. Not anxiety, fear. This person could get very dangerous. This could also be surrounding drinks. Somebody drinking something with this Ace of Cups. This is also giving me that as well. Not inheriting, but in taking a whole lot of alcohol or something like that could be significant and causing a lot of fights, okay? Or this is going to cause some type of fights. So I strongly encourage you, with the moon behind it. Yes, with the Five of Swords. It's definitely going to be a need for you to keep the alcohol away, or tell them to keep the alcohol away. I don't know if if this has already happened. There's nothing you can do about it. But if this has not happened yet and you guys are planning to, or something like that, somebody needs to tell somebody something. I feel like somebody is going to tell somebody, like, you don't need to bring this, but they still going to do it. Like, they don't care. This person is very defiant. They're like, I'm grown, you can't tell me shit. It's given like they have no respect for nobody, including themselves, or this is how their energy is coming off. This is like what I'm picking up on. There go them sirens again. I'm also getting like somebody could get hurt. So it's like, be on the lookout. Why I keep hearing them sirens through this message. This is so crazy. Tell me more. What's going on with this? I was gonna do this message live, but I decided not to, because I don't know. I got so much to do, y'all. But I got to get this message out. This is crazy. Y'all could be seeing 1212 as well. Look, I can't make this shit. Oh my God. It's 111. Okay, it's 111 on the clock. We got 111 on the clock, y'all. And y'all hear my chimes. My chimes is going off. The sirens is going off. Something ain't right about this person, y'all. Tell me more about what it is that they need to know. Which deck y'all want me to use? I don't think I'm looking at the deck that I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm hearing something is so taboo. or something like that. Maybe this is what somebody is saying. Or maybe they don't believe. Maybe you're somebody who studies. Like, they think you study in the dark arts or something like that. I feel like if you did it because you needed to know how to handle these demons. If anybody who did study in the dark arts, they study to find out what the hell is going on, how to fight these damn demons. Okay? The things that you cannot see. The things we wrestle against, fight against. The things we can't see. You know? Principalities, okay? The spirits. Not the flesh. Yeah. And you can't just learn about that in the Bible. The Bible doesn't teach you that, unfortunately. So anyway, what's going on? They talk about it, but they don't teach it. There's more to it than just that. Okay? That's just what they want us to know. We got making peace and canceled sideways. So it says, after all the drama and side eye, someone is ready to drop the aggression. The energy is shifting far from war zone and neutral ground. But then we got canceled. So somebody is destroying somebody. This is a destroyed phone. So I feel like somebody could be destroying people's properties and things like that. Like, I'm just getting like somebody getting drunk and destroying all people's shit, everybody's shit, including their own. Okay, it says they crossed the line. Now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace, it hits harder when it's public. Oh, wow, yeah. So this is definitely going to be some type of public thing taking place when it comes to you guys. Some type of public fight. But then it's in between. So it's like, I don't know why this cancel came out like sideways. I'm getting like, they want to do it, but they don't want to do it. This making peace did almost as well. So it's like they're thinking about it, but I feel like they're going to do it for whoever they are. We got clean slate. Full reset is now in play. Past decisions, outdated dynamics, and former versions of self are no longer calling the shots. Yeah. So it's like they're being forced. So this person is about to be forced into whatever this is. Like, you know, there's a time where sometimes people have an opportunity. Not sometimes, not a time. Most of the time. Let's go with most of the time. We have opportunities to do something ourselves. The divine will sit back. The Most High will sit back. You know what I'm saying? God will sit back and allow us to do whatever we want to do, okay? Your higher self will sit back and allow you to do whatever it is that you want to do until you tapped out, okay? Once you tapped out and, you know, you going downhill, something takes over you, right? Most people say, something came over me and I don't know what happened. And ever since that moment, I was changed. Either this could be a near-death experience. This could be like something very tragic. The fact that we keep hearing these 911 calls. This could be something dealing with health. This could be a health scare. This could be anything to where when it does stop you, it stops you in your tracks. But it's more forceful because you had an opportunity to get your shit together and you didn't. So what happens when spirit steps in? You getting ass whooping. It feels like you're getting ass whooping. But in the end, it looks like, you know, a golden moment. You feel what I'm saying? It's something like that. So I feel like somebody is going to be given the opportunity to start over with a clean slate. The only problem is they're blaming people for everything. They got to come to the point where the blame game is over. It's like they have to learn to take accountability. So this could be an individual who has never taken accountability for the things that they do. They always consider themselves to be correct and right. They never wrong anybody. They never do anything towards anybody. Everybody's doing something towards them. They have not learned. They grown as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking, they could be older than you. You know what I'm saying? This could be an older individual that has still blamed everybody else. But they won't tell these people that they blame them. They just keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But then when they do address certain stuff that they have to address, that they're being called to, they let them know, like, this is not my fault. This is your fault. If you wouldn't have done this, or, you know, whatever. It's something like that. tell me more. What else do they need to know about this message? This premonition, vision, what's going on? All right, unsent text. The message was typed with intention, then deleted out of fear. The silence says more than words would have. Okay, so somebody wants to send you a message, or they were going to send you this message, but they decided not to send you this message, or they're unsure of I'm hearing apology, okay? But then I'm also getting unapologetic, okay? This could be you, this could be them. You could be wanting to reach out to this person and, you know, see how they doing, but it's just like you don't want to deal with the drama or the bullshit. That's what I'm getting for somebody. Okay, we got test results. The guesswork is over. The answer is coming that will clarify everything or complicate it even more. This is like a pregnancy test. So somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be pregnant. Wow. Okay, this is getting, or this could be some type of test results outside of pregnancy. But this is a pregnancy test. But something could be significant. The fact that I said something about 911 and all the rest of that, and we've been hearing the sirens, that could be some type of health scare. That's signifying health as well, which is talking about some type of test results. I wonder what, I want to get a sign on that. I'm going to find out. Let's find out what these test results are about. Let's get one more. One more, please and thank you. What else is going on? What else do they need to know at this time? Ooh, okay. Wow, this came out in reverse, y'all. Okay. It actually flipped over and hit the floor in reverse. Villain vibes came out in reverse. Okay, the villain, they're never the villain in their own story. I can't make this up. They're never the villain in their own story, but the trail of chaos says otherwise. Something about their vibe just doesn't sit right. And it came out in reverse. And that was the last card for intuitively guided, knowing in reverse, on top of and on top of the clean slate. So this person is now about to be able to come clean and actually, you know, start over. And it, like I said, this clarifies what I said as far as them acknowledging that they are wrong. But it's taking something, some type of medical result to let, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's taking. It's taking a health scare for somebody. That's what this is. Very spiritual war, okay? It's something going on. So let's see what type of results they would have got. Then we got living large, okay? I don't know if y'all looked at that last message that I did where it was talking about, dang. I swear my messages be connecting. That's why I don't want to start another channel, but I'm going to be obedient anyway. Ah, goodness. I be like, oh my goodness. Okay, so I heard them say don't put them on blast. Is it that one? Or is it this had to happen? One of those messages we got, one of those messages I feel like is connected to this message. I do think that was I heard them say don't put them on blast. Okay, that message, go back and look at that message. That message I feel like is connected to this message. With this being on the bottom, living large, misunderstood, and scam alert. Yeah. That could also be saying like what actually was going on in a relationship. Because that was talking about like a lot of more relationship issues. Like we go together ships. Let's see about this test results real quick. I want to dig into that. Let's get a zodiac sign for this test results. Yeah. So I can see what's going on here. When it comes to the test results, what type of medical, can I get a zodiac sign for this, please and thank you? Test results, zodiac sign, please and thank you. Okay, so we got Saturn here, which indicates Aquarius or Capricorn. Somebody could be Aquarius or a Capricorn. Hold on. We got one more. Okay, and then we got, hold on, y'all. And then we got Pisces that came out in reverse. So I know Pisces rules the feet. Okay. Somebody can be a Pisces, or this is either dealing with somebody's foot, or movement. Okay. Meaning it to set somebody down, but it came out in reverse. So I kind of feel like what's supposed to set somebody down is not going to set somebody down. It's going to be more like a scare, but they're going to be able to catch this, whatever it is, okay? When we talk about Aquarius and Capricorn, let's see. Aquarius rules the shins, the calves, and the ankles, okay? This is also talking about circulatory systems and things like that, okay? And Capricorn, let's see. Capricorn rules the knees, the joints, the bones, the teeth, the skin, and the skeletal system. It also says, so that's what's going on. So it's like something could be going on with somebody's body, okay? When it comes to that, this could be like the knees, the joints, the bones, the teeth, the skin, the ligaments, the tendons, the spleen, or body hair. Something underlying with dealing with that, okay? And the bones, the shin, the knees, and all of that, okay? Down, so basically your lower body, I mean, not your lower body, but their lower body. Wow. And of course, that could be connected to many other different things when you talk about medical terms, okay? And when dealing with the medical field, that could just be where something starts, or that could be where something ends, depending on who you are. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So somebody's being offered a clean slate. Whoever this feminine is, or whoever this masculine is, somebody's not listening, or somebody wasn't listening, okay? Let's see. Who is this message for? Okay. So somebody could be a Sagittarius. Who is this message for? Somebody can be an Aquarius. Okay. Who is this message for? Somebody could be a Pisces, an Aries, a Scorpio. Who is this message for? Okay. We got Capricorn, Aquarius back out here again. So strong Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces again is out here. So and we got Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio, and then Capricorn again. So strong Capricorn, strong Aquarius coming through. This ancestor, this masculine, could have been a Aquarius, a Capricorn. Okay. The fact that it's out here twice, okay? Or like I said, that's what it's connected to, okay? And that could be why it's out here as well. Let's see. Let's get some ancestor signs. This masculine ancestor. What is their signs? Holy Spirit, what's going on? What's their signs? Aquarius is back out here. Cancer, okay? This masculine zodiac signs, ancestor, please and thank you. Last shuffle. Okay, so they could have been a Sagittarius, they could have been a Leo, they could have been an Aquarius, they could have been a Cancer, and then we got Aquarius, Capricorn surrounding energy again. Okay, so possible Capricorn, and we got Gemini surrounding energy, okay? So something had to take place, something had to happen, something had to get, you know, they had to get your attention one way or the other, or they had to get this person's attention one way or the other, okay? This could have also already happened for some of you guys, but I'm definitely getting, the fact that I had it back to back, which that was really raising my awareness, like, okay, because the first night I remember so much, and then the next night I don't remember I mean, I didn't remember the other half, but I remembered another half. So it's like, okay. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't I just see that, like, again? Okay. So there's something about that. Some of you guys have been being called to set up something, like when it comes down to a barrier of protection. I'm still going back to that. So it's something very important about placing up a barrier of protection. Okay. I know we saw around amongst your head space, but this could also mean your foundational space, okay, as well. Not so much just your head space, okay, covering your head, putting on your armor. This could be surrounding your home space, okay. This could be something that you used to do, but you stopped doing, but it's a need for you to continue or pick it back up and do it again. You guys are the generational curse breakers, okay, of your family, for whoever you are. And it's very, very, very important that you know your role and play it well. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Know your role and play it well. You are a spiritual lighthouse alone by yourself for whoever you are. You really don't need no help. But, you know, you must stay on path. You must stay on path, and I feel like that's where you struggle, okay? You also could get excited about many different things and share stuff with people that you really just not supposed to be sharing it with sometimes, okay? So if you have any secrets or whatever, keep them to yourself, okay? If you building on something, keep it to yourself, because you got people that will go back and gossip behind the scenes and wish bad on you, wish harm on you. Some of y'all, that's how y'all got into that situation, for whoever this message is for, or that's how that person got into this situation, okay? Take it and place it where it needs to go. And it was because people were sitting back saying what this person won't do, what they, you know what I'm saying, and degrading them or putting them down in ways that, in rooms that they never even walked in, okay, in a negative sense, but through gossip. You see what I'm saying? I mean, we just saw that with the cards that actually came out, okay? Yeah. Some of you guys, people didn't want you to have a clean slate. They didn't want you to start over. They didn't want you to be able to start over and things like that. But it is what it is. Let's get an ancestor message, close this message out, okay? What should you be focusing on moving forward, considering? Yeah, that's what I'm getting, y'all. That's what I'm getting. I will, let me move these over here so I can cleanse them when I'm done. Okay. We might need, no, I think we used these already, yeah. All right. Let's see. I don't know where I put my deck, y'all. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I feel like the energy has already been alchemized. Y'all alchemized the energy somehow. Okay. So we just gonna get an ancestor message. Advice on moving forward. Advice on moving forward. When it comes to this message, for whoever this message is for, advice on moving forward. Please and thank you. Ooh, okay, so we got emotional self-care that came out in reverse. Okay. Bubble the food, possibilities and potential, goddess of change and creature of air, surrounding energies, ego and access, trickster, risk it all, and spiritual rebirth. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's giving me something else. Okay. So let's see. So we have take care of you. That's what this would be upright. But in reverse, it says being a martyr does not serve you or anyone else. Overgiving is not an act of love, but an act of control. There is clingy, desperate energy all around you. Wow. I guess we gonna be continuing this message on. This is clingy. There's some clingy energy that's surrounding you guys at this time. That's why Spirit is saying to put your shield up. Okay. Um, And overgiving is not an act of love, but an act of control. So somebody could be, so be aware of people trying to overgive. Make sure that you're not operating in this energy either of giving more than what you need to give, okay, at this time. Have control over yourself when it comes to that, because people may come off, and especially when they want you to be a martyr, they come off slick and sly. That's giving that slick and sly energy. I'm most definitely picking up on that. Somebody wanting you to be a martyr, and it's definitely giving hangman in reverse. It's definitely giving that, okay? This is the Queen of Cups in the regular tarot, but in reverse, it's definitely giving hangman energy. So the declaration for this card is, I am filled with the power of love, okay? I feel like you could be in this energy of, it's a need for you to be careful of making choices from fear and things from a place of fear and hurt. Okay? Because whatever the situation is, it could stir up a lot of hurt. It could stir up a lot of fear. I feel like that's what the person's goal was to do. Was to stir up a whole lot of fear. To stir up a whole lot of whoever this energy is that I'm picking up on, that was causing all the chaos within the family, okay? Or that's trying to cause all the chaos, that doesn't want to take accountability, or whatever the case may be. And y'all may have went through the same thing and came out of that, but this person here, I kind of feel like you have already been through that before. The fact that you are the one that's stepping up and been called to be the generational curse breaker, of course you've been through some stuff. Generational curse breakers go through all kinds of shit. They ain't just stepping up to the plate and just handed that position for no reason. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something that you may have already encountered in your life. But you may have encountered it at an earlier age than this person. Because the fact that I'm picking up, like I said, they could be older than you, or you could be older than them. However, you definitely have some experience in that area of your life, okay? Or had some experience. But this person could be playing on your emotional side. They could be coming off as, overgiving, coming in, wanting to make peace, and not really doing what they're supposed to be doing. Not really, that's not really their intentions, okay? They could catch you off guard for whoever you are. Okay, in order to control something, or come in and control something. My stomach growled, confirmation. Okay, something is definitely significant about that. They could be hungry for whatever. They could be hungry for something that you have. Okay. Yeah. So only take the parts of this message that resonate. Leave the parts that don't, for whoever you are. Okay. I hope this message does help y'all in some way. Okay. But don't give too much at this time when it comes down to this situation. Let's get one more. I don't want to pull another deck out. Y'all. Let's see. They want me to use this one if I'm able to. Let's see. Clarify. One more. Please and thank you. What they need. This one came out in reverse. Listen, when spirit come through, baby. Didn't I just say this look like the hangman? Didn't I say this look like the hangman? Why the martyr? The martyr is the hangman in his deck. Why it come out upright? So they saying, like, shift the energy. Shift this energy. You're shifting this energy around. Turn this energy around. Number 30 or 12 could be significant, okay, for whoever you are. The martyr in this upright position would be you being a sacrifice, you being a martyr. This card is talking about being a martyr. So they're saying to basically turn it around, okay? It says you are not overestimating how challenging this moment is. It is difficult. You are being impulsive and falling on addictive patterns, but that's not going to help you here. neither is seeing the world through victim colored glasses. Okay, so somebody, this is actually your energy coming out here. Okay, but it's basically giving me confirmation on what I was saying in the message to begin with, which was, don't, you know what I'm saying, don't repeat the cycle. Not don't repeat the cycle, but I was just saying, like, how it was something about addictive patterns, or something about patterns here in the message. Okay, and something about taking accountability. Okay, this card talks about surrendering all and trusting. Okay, trusting that something can be done, trusting that something can, so this could be you trusting yourself, trusting that you can get this done, that you can accomplish whatever this is that you're being called to accomplish. When it comes down to you stepping up to the plate and helping everyone in the family, or being that generational curse breaker, that could also be an indication of what I was speaking on. This could be like stamping that. I feel like that's what this is, stamping basically the message of what I already just said, and reminding you, you could be being impulsive and falling on addictive patterns, but that's not going to help you. You know what I'm saying? So neither is seeing through victim colored glasses. So not being a victim and stepping up to the plate. Place it where it needs to go. This could be you teaching somebody not to be the victim and stepping up to the plate. Yeah. I feel like many of you have good juju headed your way. Okay, the surrounding energy is altar of fire, good juju. Then we got love, altar of water, love overflowing. Okay, and then we got Father God, radical truth. Okay, so there's some type of truth here when it comes to, and I feel like you guys are stepping into your truth, or you have already stepped into your truth. You could have been battling with, getting the patterns, or like, I feel like many of you are battling with, how can I put this? Stepping up to the plate, basically. Just stepping up to the plate, what I keep saying. Because that's all I keep getting. We got the number 22, the number 27, the number 43 could be significant. 30, 12 could be significant also. Wow. The number 37, the number 2, and the number 11 is here. Okay. Let me see something. I'm seeing one more thing. Hold on. Before I close this message out. Okay, so some of y'all could be feeling sluggish. Okay, some of you guys could be lacking motivation from time to time. That's natural. It says there are delays, setbacks in your path. Be wary of possible delays or blockages in the manifestation of money or new opportunities. This could block this. That's why I wanted to see that, because the surrounding energy was limitless prosperity, but it was in reverse. Okay, in the back. Okay, this could have already taken place, or it could be taking place. It's a need for you to use your intuition. I kind of feel like this is already taking place, or this is what's been taking place. And this is the reason, this is the blockage. So this is the blockage of what was going on. The blockage that you have been experiencing for many of you guys. And then we got the judge and poet. Just the judge is upright. The high priestess is upright. So you have this knowing, okay? For many of you guys, you have been elevated to the judge and jury, or you're being elevated, okay? And then we got, because you are the curse breaker, you have to go through these steps. It could be like an initiation process that you just came out of. That could have been one of your initiation processes of what you experienced through that death, or this is one for somebody, okay? And then we have limitless prosperity here in reverse. Some of you guys, your finances could have been off track or off balance or something like that, due to the fact that, you had not stepped up yet, okay? Or because of this emotional care being in reverse, this martyr being here in reverse, and then with that being said, it's just like, you could have been overgiven, okay? You could have been acting, and that could have been like an act of control or something like that. Or there's a need for you not to overgive. Like I said, that does not mean that you are, like I said, only take what resonate and leave what don't. Some of y'all could have been given, and some of y'all could not have been doing none of that, okay? And only bits and pieces of this message will be, resonated with you. And that's okay. That's okay. The whole message is not going to resonate with everybody. That's why I say take what resonate and leave what don't. And then we got the martyr here. So it's definitely a difficult moment for you guys because it's something new. Okay. But it's time to find another way to do something, I feel like. And that you're being shown that, okay, or you coming upon some type of truth that's going to bring, you know, and that just may be the fact that, you know, love just, I don't know. I'm getting like work through love or something like that. That's what I'm getting, like work through love, okay? Or love is the highest form of, you know, you can use that to adjust better, you know, when you're looking through the lenses of love and not so just much of rose-colored glasses and things like that. I feel like some really rose-colored glasses would, to me, I guess if I was to hear that without knowing what it was, I would probably think that is love. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not, because it's pink. But it's like a pinkish color. I don't know. Something could be significant about that, y'all. We got the 1:44 on the clock. Okay, so confirmation for somebody, or y'all could be seeing that number. All right, so I love y'all. Until next time, be easy. Take care of yourself. You know, keep God first. Don't overgive. Be easy with yourself and others, okay? Make sure that, you know, you don't allow people to use you, or you don't be out there doing that as well. It could go both ways, especially when you are experiencing grief, okay? It's a lot that came out in that message. I feel like we were all over the place, and you could be feeling like you're all over the place, but things will get easier, I promise. One day at a time. Okay, my condolences to whoever this message is for, and I love you guys, and I'll see y'all on the next message.